Hey friends, this is Pastor Joe from Southwest Lutheran Church in Fort Wayne, Indiana. And I've got a discipleship recap for you today to follow up our service on Sunday, November 5th, when we had Pastor Somo share a message on 1 John chapter 3, and also the occasion was All Saints Day. All Saints Day is that holiday in the church year where we remember all those who have gone before us in faith. That's why we talk about all saints. It's all those who have died in faith, all those who have been faithful, and some have been greatly faithful, some have been a little bit faithful, but all of them have faith in Jesus Christ. And so we celebrate how the Lord has given them faith and how the Lord has rescued them. And that's really what Pastor Somo shared. Let me share a verse from his passage that he talked about this Sunday. And this is 1 John chapter 3, verse 1, where the apostle says, "See what great love the Father has lavished on us, that we should be called children of God. And that is what we are. The reason the world does not know us is that it did not know him," referring to Jesus. And that is really what we heard this past Sunday, is that it is God who does saving work in our lives. It's not that we have to do the work of choosing the right, choosing. It's not that we have to be baptized in a certain way or do this or that to be rescued. It's God who chooses us, who gives us faith, who gives us salvation, who indeed makes us saints. That was something else we heard a lot about, how, some people, we think of saints as people who are especially holy, not the ordinary Christian, but those people who really have it figured out, who have done extraordinary works of faithfulness in their lives. But that's not how we think of saints. A saint is anyone whom the Lord has made holy. And that is just what the word saint means. It means a holy one. It's anyone who the Lord has made holy through his own death and resurrection. And so indeed, we are all saints. What's this mean for us? It means that we have the task of continuing to share the teaching of Jesus with our families, with young ones, with others around us. Because on All Saints Sunday, we can remember the great line of saints who have gone before us, and we can be thankful that they have shared the teaching, the message of Jesus with us. They have preserved it through so many years. And because they have preserved it, now we have faith today. That lays an obligation on us to continue to preserve that message, to continue to preserve that teaching, and to continue living lives of faithfulness, so that our own children, our own grandchildren, and our neighbors, and indeed our world, can continue to hear the message of Jesus. We stand in this great line of faithful saints. That's really good news. So if that's what Jesus is teaching us today, then, what are we going to do about it? That's our other question. What is Jesus teaching us? And then what are we going to do about it? And as we think about this great line of faith and faithfulness, I think that a good application, at least one that I think of, is to continue being faithful, to recognize the value in being part of a church community, to recognize the value in continuing to faithfully transmit the message that Jesus has given us, to care about Scripture, to care about gathering, to care about the sacraments where Jesus makes us his own, and indeed to be thankful for those things. We can care about these things. That's one. And in particular, I would say another thing that we can do is we can practice giving thanks, right? We can say thanks to the Lord for all those who have gone before us in faith and faithfulness. And when we are people who can practice faithfulness, then it really helps us live our own lives of faith, as we can continue saying thank you to God for all of his gifts, for all of his blessings, and especially for the gift of faith, which indeed has come through the great line of saints, as they have continued to share the message of Jesus day after day, month after month, year after year, for close to 2,000 years now. We can give thanks, and we can be part of that line. So that's what I get from our message this past Sunday. I'd love to hear what you have to say about 1 John chapter 3, or if you heard Pastor So's sermon, if you've got thoughts on that. Throw those comments down below, and I'd love to have a conversation. So until next time, take care and God bless. Bye.